So to my friends in the LGBTQIA plus community, it's all about narratives. So what are the dominant narratives in our culture and our society? And how do those mimetic narratives affect the way that different minorities and subgroups or groups in our communities are treated? Really, if you want to make a difference, a real difference, to outcomes for LGBTQIA plus people in our community, you need to deal with dominant narratives that are responsible for the kinds of abuses that you've suffered pretty much continually over the last, continually. And regrettably, those narratives are mostly megacult narratives, that is, religious narratives, and mostly those attached to dominant theist megacults that are prevalent in our country. Until you combat those narratives and ensure that those narratives are not able to affect government policy, then certain parts of your struggle are going to continue, perpetually, really. So if you want to make a real difference, I need 5 people to back a petition to the New South Wales Legislative Assembly and Legislative Council to have anti-LGBTQA plus language, hate language, outlawed. And a lot of that language is in narratives and doctrines that are an intrinsic part of, the megacult institutions that are prevalent in our society, such as the Christian megacult and the Islamic megacult. So freedom of religion is a really confusing and difficult issue, and the biggest problem with it is that, as nice as it might sound to some people, and to be honest, it doesn't really sound very nice to me. It sounds like a ridiculous idea, because it's really, it's the same as saying freedom of abusive megacults. It's really what it is, because they are abusive. They're intrinsically infidelophobic, and the kind of language that their doctrines contain is just unambiguously hate speech. And so we need it to be unambiguously and unequivocally classified as such by our lawmakers, and we need those laws to be applied. So I'm seeking 5 people to support a petition, just with their names and email addresses, to the New South Wales Parliament to have the anti-LGBTQA plus hate speech that's right throughout doctrines like biblical doctrines classified as hate speech legally and banned in Australia, well, in New South Wales. Certainly Australia-wide would be better, but one has to start somewhere, and I think that's a good place to start, in the New South Wales Parliament. So please take a look at the short outline of the petition in my website, and if you'd like to support it, just send me an email. It's a fairly simple process, and that's all that's required. There's no signature involved. It's just the backing of 5 people to indicate. Really, it's more of a roadblock that Parliament puts up so that it seems to be a way of slowing people down in the posting of petitions to Parliament, which I think is a bad idea. But in any case, it's only 5 people that I need to support the petition. And if you vote for me in the upcoming state elections, then it won't be a question of needing to do petitions anymore. It'll be a question of presenting bills to Parliament along the same lines. If you want somebody to do that, I'm that person.